Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Arlena and I've been 30 years sober and I'm here to help you get sober too. Today I'm going to share how the law of 51% changes everything and how you can use it to quit drinking. Be sure to stay to the end because that's where the action steps are going to be. So here's the problem. So maybe you've been trying to quit drinking. You just tell yourself, I'm going to quit drinking. You feel super motivated or maybe you're just going to have one drink or two. Then you go out, things do not go as planned, and you wake up the next morning and you're like, what happened? I know this feeling very well. I have been sober for a long time, but I was on this treadmill, this hamster wheel, if you will, of thinking that I could control my drinking or manage it in some way. And then I would go out and then terrible things would happen to me. And I'd wake up the next morning and be like, how did that happen? If you've been struggling to quit drinking, you keep trying and you just can't seem to get it. I know how that feels. I was on the struggle bus too. It took me 2 years of practicing moderation and trying all these different ways to control my drinking before I finally came to the decision to quit. It was a long, painful 2 years, let me tell you. It made me feel like there was something wrong with me, like I was broken, and I was so full of self-loathing. I just couldn't get myself to quit. So trust me when I say, I get it if you feel like this is an impossible task, but it's not. I'm actually living proof. And if I can do it, trust me, you can do it too. What if I told you you're actually closer to your goal than you think? So let me introduce you to the law of 51%. Okay, so here's how it works. Think of a balance scale. Every experience you have is like a weight that goes on the scale. If you go out drinking and you have a great time, it puts a weight on the positive side. If you go out and drink and you have a negative experience, it puts a weight on the quit drinking side. So if you've been struggling to quit drinking, just know that with every negative experience, you are actually tipping the scales to the not drinking side. And all you need is a little more on this side than the other side. That is the law of 51%. It's the tipping point. So that actually means that if you've had a lot of negative experiences, you're actually getting closer to quitting than you realize. You are one decision away from quitting drinking for good. Now, I know there's a lot of talk about hitting a bottom and that being the thing, like a one big experience being the thing that makes you want to quit, but that's not actually always the case. Hitting rock bottom is when you make the decision to stop digging. So here's how to put that in practice. This is the action steps. I want you to get a journal and I want you to write down every memory that you have of a negative experience. Every time you went out drinking and got into a fight with somebody, or maybe you got sick, maybe you embarrassed yourself, maybe you got arrested, maybe you got in a fight with your spouse. Write down everything that you can think of that was a negative experience. This is how you get in touch with the pain and you use that pain for leverage instead of avoiding it. A lot of people drink to avoid their pain. What if you use that pain to get leverage over yourself to actually quit? So instead of fighting emotional pain, you're actually using it for your benefit. It actually tips the scale so you have more desire to quit than you do to drink. This journaling technique is just one tool, one practice that you can use to help you quit drinking. My next video will be about how to build the ultimate sober toolkit so that you can get control over alcohol and start creating a life that you love. So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more on how to quit drinking.